Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, episode 14, and looks like Aoi has finally went to Ageha for help on his cooking after all those failures at cooking for the dormmates. So right now they're at the shopping center, they're buying groceries for tonight's dinner, and Ageha is telling Aoi what to buy, while Kotori sadly gets to be the shopping cart, carrying heavy groceries. But as we see here, Aoi has treated her to something nice and rewarding for all the effort that she's put in. And let's see how it continues from here. Okay, so she's enjoying the ice cream.
ハバネさん、ストロベリー派なんだ。私はクッキー&クリームかな。
Okay, so she's in, I think it might be a popsicle or just strawberry ice cream. But for Ageha, she likes cookies and cream. And that's obviously an ice cream flavor.
へえ、そう。おいしい？
So you like it? Yeah, she does. Well, I think anything that's Haagen-Dazsen is good for Kotori.
もちろんよ。ね
Oh, say.
え、嫌よ。
So for some reason, Kotori's not happy.
まだ何も言ってないんだけど。
And Ageha doesn't really like Kotori's cold attitude. Oh, okay, so Kotori's still enjoying her ice cream and doesn't want to be interrupted.
一口だけでいいから。
So Ageha's like, just one bite, can I test? Can I taste?
いやよ、スプーン一つしかないんだから。
Well, I'm sure that Ageha can get another spoon.
いいじゃん、女同士なんだから。
Okay, that doesn't really sound correct.
やったらやよ。
But Kotori's like, no, it's all mine.
ケチンボ。
It's all mine. No one touch it, except for me. Okay, so a series of blank responses.
わかったわよ。一口だけよ。
Okay, so Kotori's tired of Ageha staring at her and looking at her like, you're being so cheap, you're being so stingy, you don't want to share your ice cream, even though, we bought it for you.
はーい、ハバネさんありがとう。
Okay, so Ageha's gonna eat the ice cream.
私のハーゲンダッツが。
So what's Kotori complaining about now?
おちー。
Okay, so I think they were doing this while Aoi was in the supermarket buying that ground meat. And now he's come out of the store.
いえ。
And it surprised Kotori. Okay. So I felt like I'd seen something I wasn't supposed to see. Well, I don't think there's anything bad about it.
これは違うのよ。この子がどうしても食べたいって言うから、一口だけ食べさせてあげただけで。
Well, I couldn't help but basically get her to stop staring at me. So I had to share some with her. Oh, I see. Well, it's nice that you're getting along. That's a really good conclusion, but that's not what really happened. There you go.
ストロベリーもいいな。ねえねえ、もう一口。
Okay, tastes good. How about seconds? Another bite?
もう終わり。だって私の分がなくなるもん。
Well, if Ageha really wanted one, she could buy a cup for herself as well. So blushing as she spoke, Kotori continued to wolf down the Harkendarch. Okay, let's go. Well, take this back. So is he gonna give it to Kotori again? Or maybe Ageha should carry some. Okay, so he just drops it in Kotori's basket. So on top of all the other stuff that they bought, so rice, water, vegetables, and the such. Okay, so Ageha will help with the groceries, with carrying the groceries. So I push Kotori's wheelchair and we leave the shopping mall. Okay, so they're back at the dormitory. Oh, okay, so this is an interesting part because Kotori's actually in the kitchen as well with Aoi, and they're making that special dish that Ageha is suggesting. So her face seemed to say, I get annoyed when people get on their high horses, as she obediently passed me the knife. In a way that Kotori could see easily, I cut the vegetables. Like this. Because, well, I think it's best to get rid of the stem because that's where all the seeds are, and you obviously don't want to eat the stem. Okay, so they'll cut that. We had come back to the dormitory and had begun cooking in the dining hall. I got Kotori, who couldn't reach the stove, to cut the vegetables. Okay, so while Aoi's cooking, Kotori gets all the vegetables ready. So I'm cooking while Ageha helps and tells me how to do it. Hey, this is pretty easy.
でしょ？野菜切って鶏もも肉と一緒に煮込むだけだもんね。
So I think it's easy, you just have to think of it, and that's usually the hard part. Well, unless it's a complicated dish, it shouldn't be too hard to make. So, basket style chicken stew. Well, I couldn't guess what kind of food it would be from. Just name, but it is really easy to make. So you grill the chicken, then you fry it, cut vegetables, And then canned tomato, broth, leave it in the stew. And well, it doesn't need to be perfect, so some errors here and there won't affect the taste too much. Okay. And Hat seems happy. So even as Hat walks around her feet, quacking, Kotori doesn't seem to notice as she is quietly immersed in what she is doing. She's really concentrating. That's a good sign.
案外熱中するタイプだね。
Well, I think Kotori is enthusiastic when it's something that she likes or she's interested in, like gliders. Despite complaining at first, once she gets started, she becomes very serious. Well, sometimes I think the hardest part with doing anything is starting at first. Okay, so I think she managed to cut it correctly, but it's just hard to do. Well, it doesn't need to be exact. If there's variety in the thickness, it gives a little difference in the texture. I think it's more like well, you don't have to focus too much on making sure each chopped vegetable looks the same. If you're off a little bit here and there or looks different, it's okay. Don't worry about it too much. She said as she thought about this and that and started intentionally cutting the vegetables unevenly. I guess that's what people look like when they get serious. Oh, Ageha, how does the soup taste to you? Okay, more flavor. Okay, salt, pepper. I don't know if that's enough, but let's see. So the preparations for dinner continue smoothly. So I wonder what the other tents are gonna say now. Well, obviously Kanako enjoys it. Well, she enjoys anything, even when Aoi wasn't making the correct dishes or something was wrong with Aoi's dishes. And Kanako's the only one that eats everything up. So one after another, the boarders came into the dining hall and seeing the food on the table and how different it was to usual, they were surprised at first. This is not the typical style that Aoi makes. It's so different. I wonder if this is an improvement from what Aoi used to make for us. There's a general idea of meal times for the boarders. I usually make meals at the same time, and the time that everyone comes to the dining hall is not really set. Well, it's okay. If you come late, and it's okay if you don't eat. That's why we often eat at different times. Well, this is the first time since I came here that we've all gathered at the same time like this. So the boarders are excited that they see something different than usual at the dining table. Well, today was the only time that I had told them in advance. So I think they also know about it. I wonder if I told them that tonight's gonna be something special. It's not the usual dinner, so you should come and take a look at what it is. And Ageha is invited.
お邪魔します。なんかすごいね、今日のご飯。
Okay, so we'll give some positive remarks about tonight's dinner.
ねえ、もう食べていい？お腹ペコペコなんだけど。
Well, it tastes good, but you have to wait. Okay, so I was going to go ahead and let her eat. So the boarders, looking at each other, cautiously move the food towards their mouths. So they are not sure that it's going to be much better than what it used to be.
おいしい。
Okay, so Yuka says it's good.
本当だ、おいしい。
Some more positive remarks. I can hear the word delicious coming from the boarders. What is? It's true. It really is tasty. The basket style chicken stew. I was the one that had made it, but I didn't know how it would taste, and I imagined that it wouldn't be very good. It was different to the Western or Chinese food that I usually make, in that I normally don't use spices that make it easy to understand the flavor. So I think Io made it too complicated, and when he did, it kind of made the food taste weird. Or the combination of spices that he used really didn't make sense. So when the boarders ate it, they kind of felt, it tastes funny, it's weird. And that kind of ruined the taste to the point where they just ate half of it or part of it and then just gave up. Sometimes it's best to keep it simple. You don't want to make it too complicated or put too much stuff in there. And if you really want to use spices, you probably have to know how to use it correctly. So the meat stewed up in the tomato soup was tender and was surprisingly refreshing. Well, most importantly, the flavor of the meat had really been drawn out, so I had no complaints at all about the taste. It's kind of the thing that you would eat on a hot summer day when you don't have much of an appetite.
こりゃいけるわ。
Well, he's not a good person to get advice from, because anything that Aioi makes is good for Kanako.
サラダもどうぞ食べてくださいね。
Also, as a side dish, there are salads. Ooh, nice. So there's cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuce, obviously, and avocado plus mozzarella cheese. And even though it was just an elaborate salad again, the reaction was...
このサラダも美味しいね。
Okay, so some more positive remarks.
なんか洒落てるし。
That's a pretty good one. It's kind of fancy. So Ryoko, who's in the second grade like me, and also Sanae, the third year with the trademark glasses, both seem to really like it.
アゲハちゃんプロデュースだよ。
So I thought of it, so I should get credit. So everyone made a face that kind of showed that they know that. Well, obviously, because there's no way in one day Aoi would make something radically different to where the boarders would enjoy it. It's like somebody must be around to be giving Aoi some advice on how to improve his dinner offerings. Okay, so he affirms the truth.
それでアゲハが来てたんだ。
Oh, so that's why Ageha's here.
自分が食べたい料理を作ってもらっただけなんだけどね。
Oh, I also want him to make something for me as well. By that way, it seems that Ageha and Ryoko were friends from before. Okay, so Ryoko knows Ageha from the past. Maybe sometime after Aoi left this place. The thing is, it seems that the food that I made didn't really go down too well with everyone. And I think they kind of feel sad about it. It's like, well, I know I always worked hard on all those other dishes before, and when we just gave it to him unfinished, it kind of gave some kind of negative feeling to Aoi that it didn't really taste well, and that something's funny about it, and more importantly, this dish is not good. It's bad.
美味しくないわけじゃないのよ。
So what is wrong with it then?
そうそう。でも量が多いっていうか。
Okay, so once again, it's like you made too much. So that, the idea that what Aoi thinks is a little bit is considered a lot for these boarders. So even though he tells them, oh, it's only a little bit, I didn't like that much. And I think Ageha did point it out as well. It's like this is way too much for what they would eat. That's why there's something you want to say, please talk to me about it, okay? It's a little scary, but I thought I'd try to talk to them about it.
なんていうか、一色なのよ。
So I think it was like well, I always taste this kind of the same all the time. It doesn't really change. It's always the same color, the same flavor. And if you eat this kind of food, that flavor, you can obviously tell it was made by Aoi. and like after a while, that flavor gets old and it's not really anything special. So it gets pretty untasty and hard to eat.
けど今日の料理はカラフル。
But obviously today is something different, so it's like new style. This is exciting. Let's see what it is. Lots to explore, lots to discover, lots to try, experiment. Well, it sure is. Okay, so there's many different color vegetables. Red, green, yellow, white. So the presentation is, I would say, it's very important, and he did a good job with it, because he looks at it, it's like lots of colors, so it's like a big variety, lots of food, lots of different types of food. So the food that I usually make is, okay, so ginger pork is brown, fried rice brown, curry yellow, yakisoba brown, Neapolitan pasta red. Well, that's the tomato sauce. So it's mostly in the shades of brownish, reddish, and then a little bit of yellow if you want to go brighter. It's like a brown, 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 brown. Not much variety. So it's like just the same old usual.
葵くんの料理も豪快で嫌いじゃないけどね。
But for Kanako, she doesn't mind.
美味しくないわけじゃないのよ。でもほら最近暑くて食欲もそんなにないし。
I wonder if that's what you could really want to say, or she's trying to cover up. It's like, oh, it's hot and we don't really want to eat that much when it's really, really hot outside, so that's why it's considered too much for us.
途中で飽きちゃう。
But we did get tired of eating it though. So everyone's really kind, aren't they? They really care about my feelings. I guess so. Well, just because of that, I was unnecessarily worried. But for a guy like me who went to a sports-focused boys' school and lived together with his dad in a kind of bachelor pad, that was always enough. So the idea that Aoi is still adjusting the portions of how much he wants to give to the dorm girls, because obviously in a sports school you have to eat a lot because you're always exercising, you need lots of energy, and to get lots of energy you have to eat a lot. So that's why he makes big portions, and he's kind of used to it. But now he's not in a sports school anymore. He's in a engineering school, and more importantly, it's females. So obviously they're not going to eat as much as boys that are into sports. They're trying to exercise hard and win this next championship and practice hard. So the big difference between the target people that he's trying to make food for. I never even thought about the color of the food. So somehow it seems that in a girls' dormitory, that kind of thing is important. So it needs to look attractive and appetizing.
でもこれ本当に美味しいよ。おかわりしたいくらい。
Okay, seconds. I think this is the first time Aoi has ever heard about people wanting seconds. Well, it feels like this is the most they've opened up to me so far. Am I gonna say it? It's not my chance. Okay, so what did you want to announce to these girls now? Now that they're in a happy mood, they got to enjoy something that tastes pretty good. So I stand up and get everyone's attention. Okay, so please listen while you eat. Okay, so he's trying to assign duties to all the boarders. So like while you're here, help me do some of the work. Because so far I always the only one that's doing everything, and it's taxing him pretty heavily. So you know, I'm actually a student as well, so it's pretty tough for me. Like so if I could just get you to clean up the bathroom, that would be a really big help for me. So you just pop this up somewhere in the middle of their enjoyment, and kind of surprised them, and they're kind of wondering what I was trying to say. But to be honest, no one's going to be happy about increasing their chores. But they seem to understand. While as Yuka, the oldest, responded, the others nodded in agreement. So, well, we can tell you look kind of tired, you kind of look exhausted from a day's worth of work.
実はちょっと気になってました。
So I wonder if they actually know about it, or they kind of do mean it, or they're just trying to say pleasant, calming words just to falsely reassure Aoi that everything is alright.
屋根の雨漏りも直してくれたしね。
Well, Sanai did acknowledge one thing that Aoi did in episode 13, where he actually had to climb the roof on a hot summer morning to fix the leaky roof. So in return, I'll try harder than ever to make good food for you.
こんな美味しいご飯、毎日食べられるんだ。
Okay?
いいなあ、涼子。私もここに住もうかな。
So Ageha's kind of jealous, like so you get to enjoy all the good food. So you get to enjoy all the good food from Aoi, and I get left out. So maybe I should be here as well, and also enjoy the good food from Aoi.
それだけでいいの？
It kind of goes like so what else do you want us to do? Okay, so there's one more thing that Io wants them to do. I think that we should get Kotori to do some things as well. I don't know if that's possible, but the idea is that the wheelchair shouldn't be a major deterrent for her to do everything. It's like so just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean you should shut yourself away and use it as a reason not to do anything at all. Because at least Kotori has hands, she can think. So Kotori, who was sitting at the end of the table, the furthest away from everyone, who looked uncomfortable while she ate, was surprised to hear her name being called. So everyone looked at Kotori.
でも、Habane-san
Habane-san is... Well, she's disabled. What can we let her do? So there you go. So like, well, you shouldn't have the wheelchair be a reason why she can't do anything. Because at least her hands are okay.
今日の料理だって手伝ってくれたんだよね。
Like making dinner, cutting the vegetables and such. That's something that she can do.
あなたたちが無理やり付き合わせただけよ。
Okay. This had a big impact on everyone who, until just now, had been eating the food and saying how delicious it was. So they looked at her like they were impressed, but Kotori seemed kind of embarrassed. Well, see, Kotori did help me make food tonight, and thanks to Kotori helping us, we were able to get the dinner preparations done easily. Okay. Well, it's not really that I don't like cooking, but to prepare food and for several people is physically quite demanding. Well, if that's okay with Kotori, could you help me prepare the meals then? So like, can you be my assistant while I make dinner? You can help me cut the vegetables, get stuff out from the refrigerator, wash some of the vegetables. So I wonder how Kotori feels about that she has to do some of the work as well. But she's okay with it. It looks like she's going to accept it. I say while Kotori looks away and quietly nods without saying anything. It's a little different to the other chores, but in order to avoid being unfair from now on, I want Kotori to help out where she can. So everyone still had their reservations about the whole thing, but for now, they just quietly looked at each other. And even so, until now, Kotori and the other boarders had quite a distant relationship. So Kotori is quite isolated. She doesn't really talk to anyone else. She always hides in her room with her wheelchair. However, I'm the one who understands the situation the least, or rather, the one who understands it the most. Okay, so Kanako is like, more food? Okay?
それができるんならすごくいいと思う
Okay, so, Kanako's like, well, I agree with Aoi. I think we should let Kotori do some of the work as well.
私もそう
And
思い
other
ます
boarders seem to agree with Aoi's idea as well. They join in with Kanako in agreement.
私前からちょっと変だなって思ってました
Okay, so for tomorrow, let's do our best.
こちらこそよろしく
Okay, dorm mother.
寮母さん小鳥ちゃんも
Alright,
よろし
Kotori-chan.
くね
Well, I think it's kind of nervous or nerve-wracking for Kotori because she's going from someone just who hides in her room all day, isolated from everyone else, to one that's actually doing part of the work for this flying fish dormitory. So Kotori was moody until the end, but she kept herself from shouting abuse at me, which I know she's good at, and seemed to understand what I was trying to do. Thanks for today, Ageha. You really helped me out. Okay, so I'll go ahead and stop here. So we do see that there is an improvement in trust between Aoi and the other dormmates, thanks to Ageha's cooking. And even though the dormmates are afraid to deal with Aoi, at least they seem to show some concern with him, given that he's doing all the housework and repair work by himself. So now that they're able to talk to each other, Aoi is able to assign some duties and shed some of the workload to the other dormmates. And more importantly, we see that Kotori gets some of the work as well. And even though the girls say that, well, she's disabled, but only in the legs, but she can still use her hands. So we'll see how this relation improves as we go down this story. And more importantly, I wonder what else Ageha's gonna do to help Aoi. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.